And here we are. Second part of the story. We're going to continue on. This should be the first bit. I'm bad at this. No one. Go for it.
Huh? What?
He's just as bad as me. Don't worry, people.
Nah, you're just a bad director.
Oh, I am the worst director. You were heading back to town. You found yourself a cultist, a ghoul, and you found out the cultist was working for a cult of Durgan. And so it looks like they were looking for the skull of a cleric of the family of Davos to complete the ritual. Davos,
which is not my problem unless someone pays it to be.
Yep, and Davos was the family member that you saw that was talking about skeletons in his crypt. So
Who hired me to clear it out?
Oh yes.
And then I totally grave robbed some scrap from there.
As long as you don't show him, it'll be fine.
Obviously. That's why I found a different inn to stay in after I left.
Oh yeah. So the
first thing I'll do is try to sell off the chainmail.
Alright. Well, it's still nighttime, so you're not going to have really easy time
well,
doing
I
that
sleep. I take my long rest to recover from that little
everything.
Escapade.
It's a fun escapade.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And I'm sure I know some fences in the area, or at least know how to find them.
Yeah, but do you want to be spotted with the fence right now? If you're going to be going visit your family? That's a question you need to know. You need an answer for it?
Well, to be perfectly frank, I don't really care much about my family. They can all rot in the nine hells.
Alright, then that's perfectly fine by me.
Just quietly, hood up, but...
Mm-hmm. So, you pay for yourself an inn to sleep at? A different inn than the one at the
Yeah,
Dallas
it was a
staying
cheap
at.
inn.
A cheap inn. Alright, that's perfectly fine. Will you be buying anything else? So you need some rations to fill up your bag? Or are you going to be buying some food from them?
I believe I have some rations on me.
Yeah, you found a few coin pieces while you were down there in the dungeon.
Mm-hmm. I'll just buy it as needed for now since I'm in town. Wouldn't the silver last for a day?
Yeah, I'd say the silver would get you 2 meals.
Alright.
1 silver piece is like 2 meals, about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's perfectly fine for you to be using that like that. And with that, what is your plan? You've dealt with this. You need to go get the money back from the Davos family member who wanted you to get rid of that stuff. You could just, after that, go straight to your family.
Maybe. First things first, I want to get rid of this chainmail.
Alright. You going to go to the local blacksmith to melt it down, perhaps? Or are you going to go straight to a
Melt it
fence?
down, resell it. I'll take it to a blacksmith first. Might be able to get better money out of it.
Yeah, you can go to a blacksmith.
There's nothing
looked at.
innately recognizable about this chainmail. It's just a set of chainmail.
Yeah. There's nothing about it that's different than anything else. Slightly dry, lack of oil on it. You approach the blacksmith's hut, and you can see that they're just starting to heat up the forge right now and get it all worked up in the morning. And they see you approach. Oi!
That's something I'd like to offload.
It depends what it is.
Just toss it on the ground in front of him.
Next down. Got some chains.
Mm-hmm. Chainmail, armor. Covered it on a job, but I have no use of it.
Oh, entirely. Let's see what this is about. He picks it up and he starts inspecting it. Oh, it's a bit rusted, so... I don't know if I give you 20 gold pieces for it.
Could we do 25?
Roll a persuasion.
That would be a 22.
22, that is a definite success. Alright. I can just smelt this stuff down into blocks, it's fine. He pulls out a small satch and he starts counting out gold coins for you. And he hands you the satch tied off. Dropping off. Is there anything else you need?
No, I'm good in that regard.
Alright, have a good day.
I would like to head off to find the Davos. I'd probably head to their estate, as I'm assuming they're not hanging around that tavern still.
Tavern for the night, estate for the day. You know how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Party every day.
So I'll make my way into the nobles district to track down the Davos family home.
Yeah. It doesn't take long for you to retrace your steps through this town. It's been a while, but
He's not being subtle. Like, he's not wearing his cloak or hiding. Damien is obviously walking through his hometown after being gone all these years.
It's been a long time, but now I'm back, bitches.
Well, he's partially curious to see if he can make any stirs with the old family.
A few occasional glances towards you, people trying to figure out if they know you. Something's on the tip of their tongue as they're thinking, but they can't place where you're from. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm. That it has.
And you find yourself the Davos estate. One of the larger families in this small city.
I'll go up to whatever front guard they have or gate.
It is gated with no guards. The gate is open, and you can see past in there. You can see that they are helping a woman out of a carriage right now. The guards.
Oh wait, don't want to be rude.
They start talking with the woman and bringing her and her servants back into the house.
What was the name of the man I talked to again? I don't know if he gave me a name.
I don't believe so. It's also been, 2 weeks for us?
I think it's been 3.
Oh no.
Maybe 4.
It's been too long. We'll give him a name. We'll give him a good name. Steven Davos.
Oh, there goes the immersion. It's gone. Goodbye.
No. I misplaced my tablet, so I don't have my notes on me. Oh, wait, there it is.
Kind of standing outside the gate, I'll just kind of flag at one of the guards with a subtle just half wave.
These guards are well armed, as you can see. Better than a normal town's guard.
Well, obviously, a family can afford much better.
Oh, yes, they're mercenaries. Something that you wouldn't want to deal with on a normal day.
Yes. Not yet, anyway.
He approaches, bringing his spear and short sword aside. Oh, what goes it, mate?
Greetings. I'd like to speak to the master of the house. I've run a errand for them, and I would like to receive my compensation.
Yeah, we can go see what's up. Do you have a name?
Damien Avarello.
Alright, Damien, we'll be back. You just wait right here. You watch as they go, and they go a bit off and they start talking to each other. Probably deciding who's going to go in and talk to the master of the house.
I don't want to talk to him. He's an asshole. You do it.
Eventually, one of them just begrudgingly goes back in to go get the master. You wait a few moments as you watch as the guard tries to not awkwardly make eye contact with you, not really wanting to be involved in this situation.
I am making eye contact with him out of my own amusement.
He just watches him. He's holding the spear, just looking around, just down at his feet, and then
I'm just making him uncomfortable.
As soon as he stares back up, you're just staring deeply into him. You're not looking ahead. Your head is turned, and your eyes are focused on him.
I have a smirk, raised eyebrow.
He's like, oh no! He's staring. Oh dear. And with that, a few minutes pass by, and eventually, the guard comes out with a noble-esque man, who you recognize.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Same one?
Oh yes, it is. He approaches slowly and he waves you down.
I hope you didn't place any gold on the skeletons not being the problem, sir. You had an infestation of undead.
That's not good. Yikes. Nothing I want to deal with. You took all you have there?
Took them out?
Alright.
You'll have to send someone else to clean up. That's not my job. But the animated corpses are de-animated.
Oh, thank the lords.
Anyhow, believe we had agreed on a payment.
Oh, yeah, of course. And he reaches down for a pack, and he pulls out 5 platinum pieces.
I take them, and then after I take them, I will pull the map I had found out of my bag, I also found this, and I believe it may be incredibly useful in tracking down the source of the necromancy that caused this infestation.
Oh,
Perhaps maybe worth a bit more.
He grabs it and looks at it, and his eyes kind of go wide. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Oh.
You, my friends, seem to be on the wrong side of a cult.
Yeah, thanks for the notification of that. You wouldn't happen to be up for hire again for such a thing, would you?
Potentially. Got some business to attend to around here in town, but I may be able to lend my services. For the right coin.
Bertram. Ernest. Yeah, both the guards stand at attention. If he comes back, let him come in. I will meet with him personally. Yes, sir. As they both nod and mutter to themselves.
It's been a pleasure working with you, my good sir.
Alright. Have a good day. Watch he turns around and kind of like tightens up his shirt as he takes this map and he starts walking back.
He's like very obviously flustered and trying to contain his fear, isn't he?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Noble's always got to keep up appearances. Yeah, I'll give him an insight just for fun. That's a 16.
With the guards right there, he doesn't want to seem like he's not in control of the situation. So obviously he's putting on this little show.
Yeah,
calling the guards by name, getting ready to do anything.
Smirk and a chuckle.
Have a good day. As he walks back
You too. I will come by soon. Next several days to give you an answer.
And with that, you take your leave, and he takes his.
Damien's just gonna stroll around town in the noble districts where he grew up.
Yep,
Mosey past his old home, his family home.
As you can see, it is immaculate as the day you left. With a few new guards outside. You don't recognize the faces.
Which means they don't recognize mine.
Well, perhaps the leader of the guards who's still there. Who knows? You can always be lucky.
The immediate ones don't necessarily recognize me.
Correct. As you walk around town, you can see people slowly start getting out of their homes and start setting up shops and whatnot. Small stalls are being put out in the town square so people can start their own small businesses. Selling fruits.
Open market.
Of course.
Damien will pick up a nice apple or something and continue moseying around.
Oh, you can spend like 2 copper for a nice little apple. Good job. Supporting small businesses. Good guy, no one. Remember, kids, support small businesses. Alright. And with that, do you plan on going back home now?
I'm gonna make my way back. Kinda sit like across the street and just kinda stare at it. Absolutely loitering, curious to see what the guards do.
Just stay back. Alright, that's pretty good.
He's in plain sight, he's not hiding. He's just sitting there staring at it. In the grass on the other side of the road.
Okay, that's fine.
See how long it is till the guards get uncomfortable with his presence. Or one manages to recognize him.
With that, one of them kind of like looks over. Mate. Yeah. You need something?
Just taking in the view.
Are you wearing your family's crest on yourself?
I'm wearing noble clothes, which would include the crest. It'd be probably smaller, but yeah.
Yeah.
Probably a pendant.
Well, they don't really take kindly to loitering around here, so I suggest you take your leave.
Stand up and start walking closer. Oh, come now.
Yeah, see, they
You could at least let me enjoy watching my childhood home.
Yeah, as they get their, they kind of grip onto their spears a bit more. Their swords at the ready. Not holding on to them, but they're ready for any trouble that you may bring. As you get closer,
man always has been trouble.
Your crest. Oh. And you are?
Damien, at your service. Or rather, you should probably be at mine.
You watch as they kind of get a look of recognition over their eyebrows. Damien? The Master's brother?
Yes. See, I haven't been totally expunged from the annals of history.
They chuckle nervously. No, we can go bring it in and get you the Master. Yeah.
Certainly, I'd love to see them.
All right. Follow us. Yes.
He walks with the utmost smug confidence.
Yes, I think a false swagger going on to it, just like...
It's not even false, it's a real swagger.
Watch, his chest is all puffed up, and he's just like, oh, yeah. I'm better than all of you. Perfectly fine.
That's Damien.
And with that, they bring you in, and you can see that, though it is the same from the outside, the inside you can see that it's definitely a different kind of style throughout the entire house. Colors have changed, drapes have been replaced with different shades and patterns, and now you're here. Very not matching in the current noble's attire you have. We can.
Has the decoration changed since I was practically exiled?
Or do the guards kind of like look around? They don't know what to say.
Chuckles, look around. Probably looks fairly the same.
Mostly.
Every once in a while, go, that's a new painting. Just make comments to make the guards uncomfortable.
As you walk through the...
that wall used to be blue.
As you walk through the estate, you eventually come into the waiting room of the estate. You're very familiar with it.
Mm-hmm.
You usually weren't allowed in there when you were young. You probably didn't like the children out and about. While he
especially me. Nobles certainly don't like to flaunt their bastard children.
Alright. And with that, one of them leaves to go get your brother.
And do remind me, Mr. DM, what is my brother's name? I don't believe we had decided on that by our last session.
Percival.
Percival. It's taking everything in my willpower not to rattle off Percy's whole name from Critical Role.
Percivold, with a D at the end.
Oh, Percivold. Okay.
Yes.
Gotta dodge that copyright.
No, we don't have copyright. What are you guys talking about? Go. I have never used Critical Role items in my life. Get out of here.
Percivold. And he was older or younger?
Older.
Figured. Probably a few years.
Just a few. 2 years older. A few minutes pass. Eventually, a older gentleman comes in and brings you some tea. You recognize him as the butler.
Do I remember his name?
Takes you a moment as you're thinking about it. His name is Wakefield.
Ah, Wakey dear. Good to see you. You haven't aged much. Take the tea.
He looks at you, continues for a second. You watch his eyes light up with recognition. Damien, it's so good to see you. I can't believe you're back here.
I believe the acting master won't believe it either.
What snacks can I get you? What do you need? Anything.
Oh, some of those tarts with the grape jam.
Oh, yes. Sir, we can get that to you.
Wonderful.
With that, you watch as he kind of like shuffles away, bringing his tea cart away.
Kind of leans back in the chair in the waiting room. It's like, I've missed this.
Being on the road too long. No Starbucks, man.
Folks at the monastery didn't wait on your beck and call.
And with that, Percival walks as he comes through. He doesn't seem to be wearing most noble attire. He seems to be more in a relaxed robe as he approaches. You can see your brother with his... Obviously, he takes way too much time on his hair and his face.
As nobles do. Comes with
Brother.
the territory.
It's good to see you, brother.
Oh, Percy, cut the bullshit.
There's no bullshit in this household, Percy. You know more than me. Everything in here is entirely honest.
Oh, it's easy for you to say, being that you got the household.
Well, whatever you'd like to think. Please, what do I have to do with this grace that you've given us with this visit you have?
Oh, I just felt like coming by the old stomping grounds. I found myself back in town after that little spat when I left all those years ago.
Oh. You're not sitting, just choking yourself on leaves in the forest with those monks?
Oh, the monastery I went to was quite different.
Perhaps. But I was not the one who went there, so I wouldn't know. Please, regale me with your escapades.
Oh, where to begin?
And this is the part where no one just starts making up exaggerated stories.
Give me about 10 seconds.
Pulling up random name generator and dice. It's like, what's happening in this past life? I slayed a minotaur while in a large city once.
He's actually going to answer honestly, because I want to expand on the monastery he went to.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, you see, the monastery that I got shipped off to was, not like the brochures make you think, monks munching on leaves, as you say. No, I arrived and I was beaten within an inch of my life, thrown in a bath, only to wake up the next day to do it again, and again, and again. I loved every minute of it.
Of course you did, brother. You were always a physical boy.
Sadist, masochist, whatever you want to call it. Oh, it was enlightening. I've learned quite a few things. Quite a few things indeed.
So you're here for Mother, then?
Yes.
No doubt you've heard, then.
Unfortunately.
Well, the funeral shall be held in 1 week's time.
Oh, question is, do I even show my face? She never was a fan of me. As we both know, I was Daddy's little mistake.
I always considered you my real brother, though. Think of all the things that we went to when we were younger.
Oh,
putting snakes in the chamber pot.
Ah, that was a good one. That was a good one. Oh, remember when I put nightshade in the tea, just enough to make him sick?
Good times, good times.
Good times indeed.
Would you like to see our garden that we've kept?
Oh, definitely.
I know you were more of an outdoors than I was, and I kept such a garden, just in case the siblings came back.
Well, must say I'm honored.
Please, follow me.
Yes.
As he brings you outside. Through the back doors, double doors, you enter out into a large, small courtyard.
A large, small courtyard.
A large courtyard, small for this estate. And you can see a large fountain in the center with, you can see warm water flowing out of it and fish start to swim through it. We keep the water warm throughout winter.
Wonderful.
Like to keep the
Magical
fish
means?
nearby. Of course. This is only a small price to pay for such a thing.
Certainly. Such enchantments are pitiful for the entertainment and comforts.
And in the corner of the courtyard, the north side, you see the small garden that he tends to himself.
What sort of plants does he grow?
As you approach, you see very simple plants, nothing too difficult for someone to grow. He's not like out here every single day making sure that everything's growing perfectly. But other than a few tomatoes, onions, and some peas.
So a practical garden, foods.
Practical.
Huh. Never would have taken you for a green thumb.
I wouldn't either.
Oh.
I've tried to grow various different vegetables and fruits. I came to land on these with the help of the servants.
I see.
But otherwise, I tell them to leave this spot for me to do. They can tend to their gardens elsewhere.
Sometimes it's nice to have something else to attend to.
Shift your mind from the worries and troubles of work and just think about
work and politics.
Of course. I hate it so much.
Oh, but you have a knack for it, I'm sure.
Entirely.
Father was always quick to brag.
Oh, Father and his antics. I'm not sure I really agree with him.
Oh, he was a bit of a bastard, wasn't he?
Well.
Anyhow, shameful to speak ill of the dead, I suppose.
Only to some. I believe traditions should be broken. I prefer more practical uses of our time.
Reasonable mindset.
So how long are you staying? Shall we set up a guest room for you, or should I get your old room set up?
Haven't decided yet.
Because I've had some few business days that I've had some slow times, so perhaps you could follow me to such days.
Get reacquainted with goings-on?
Of course.
Suppose that wouldn't be dreadful at all.
It would not, and I am very glad you're here.
Glad to be back.
I mean, some of the old quote, as he watches, he brings up his fingers, friends would be excited to see you.
Oh, and even more are going to be furious. I can't wait.
Weren't you sweet on a servant girl when we were younger? I don't remember her name.
It was a childish thing.
Perhaps I can get her to come back to the estate under promise of more pay. He winks to you.
Oh, you.
And we should continue then. As he brings you throughout the estate, showing you everything that's changed every single day, how much he spent on things. He brings you back to your old room. You can see that nothing has changed. Everything has been set and not moved at all. It is cleaned every other week, so dust is kind of there, but
not long term.
Not long term. But we can get a servant to clean this up right away, if you'd wish.
Certainly.
You heard him? He leans down the hallway. Some servants start folding up some towels and approaching.
I must say, I thought my return would be taken much worse than this.
Well, you haven't seen Sister yet.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yes, her time. Once he groans and kind of like sulks down.
Oh, sister, you must love her. But really not.
Unfortunately, she's not living here. Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, fortunately.
Yes.
Do tell, where's she off to?
With the Langdon family. Married off. An exceptional dowry.
I see.
Perhaps we could set ourselves up with a small carriage to go down there.
I would love to see the look on her face. I bet she thinks me dead.
She thinks everyone dead, though.
Oh, she wishes everyone dead. In her perfect world, she would be sitting on a throne with nothing but thralls to serve her.
ridiculous, honestly. He smiles.
I mean, it's to be expected that us nobility be selfish, but she takes it to the next level indeed.
Entirely. He starts leaving. Shall we check on mother and father then?
Sure.
With that, he brings you through into into the small room that leads down into the dungeon, which leads into the tomb underneath your own home.
Mm-hmm.
They renovate
The family
every
crypt.
now. Family crypt that goes down and down. Every time a family member dies, they dig deeper,
Mm-hmm.
and then you come across 2 extra spots. That
Instead of lighting a torch, I actually cast light on my crest. Picked up a few tricks.
well, the servants come here and light torches down every day.
Mm-hmm.
But sure. With that, he brings you. You see 2 spots for your mother and father, both
Well.
labeled down.
His mother.
Yes. The mother one is empty. Your father's is closed and shunted into under a statue beneath him.
I assume mother's body's being prepared.
Correct.
Oh,
priests
father.
have deals with that.
Mm-hmm. The right precautions to be made to usher one into the afterlife. Whatever it may hold.
Entirely.
Father. A strange man for sure.
Well, just your brother kicks at the floor a bit. I say he'd more bastard than you.
Oh, he never did tell me anything at all about her.
Well, I was too young at the time. I wouldn't know either.
Mm-hmm. Took that secret to the grave, he did.
Yes.
I kind of, thumb my medallion in my hand, cast the light on it again. I'm certainly different. This little trick's not one taught by the monks.
You don't say. I was worrying they made you a spellcaster of some sort. Doused you in holy liquids to make you their own priest.
I kind of give him, an evil look. Oh, you don't want to know. I have something along those lines. I just give him an evil look.
I don't doubt it.
But we both know I'm not exactly good-natured, so it comes naturally.
Entirely. With that, he lets you to your devices, leaving you with a few servants throughout the day, till you come back and you have dinner with him and lunch.
Damien immediately asks about the tarts.
Oh yeah, they get you your tarts.
He enjoys them thoroughly.
Now I'm a tart man.
Damien has a sweet tooth.
And with that, leads you to nighttime. As you rest, you sit there, looking into your childhood home, looking into the dark room. You can see the windows open. Moonlight kind of echoes in. You close
Kind of just stares at the ceiling. He clenches 2 fists hard enough for his nails to dig into his palms and draw blood. This wasn't what he was expecting, and he doesn't like that. He wants to hate his siblings, yet his brother's been nothing but kind, and he can't force himself to hate him. He's frustrated, but... kind of wipes the blood off on his shirt. And lets himself fall to sleep.
You see a hand right by your chest, holding a dagger as it comes down, and you move out of the way rather quickly. You roll off your bed, and you see a cloaked figure wearing a mask in the dark. Roll initiative. You thought it was going to be simple. It wasn't.
Color me excited and surprised. Kudos to you. Usually I see these kind of things coming.
All right, what'd you get?
A 13.
13? That allows you to go first. So,
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware room service was being delivered.
You watch as he kind of... His eyes narrow down upon you. You do not recognize this person through their eyes.
I just kind of stare him down, and I am going to use something I couldn't use against the skeletons because they were undead.
Oh ho ho.
I am going to use a key point to cast Black Blood. I drain a number of hit points of my choice and transform them into temporary hit points. In this case, I'm going to do 8. And while I have those, it kind of ripples around my body and is caustic.
Ooh. Alright.
So now, whenever a creature hits me with an attack, they take 1d8 poison damage and become poisoned until the start of their next turn. There is no save.
Okay. With that...
And for my bonus action, I don't think I have much yet. I'll take the dodge action. Why not?
Dodge action, alright.
Step of the wind. Not step of the wind. Patient defense.
Patient defense, there it is.
Monk.
Alright, with that, he is going to make 2 dagger attacks towards you. With disadvantage. So that means, let's see what he gets. Okay, 12. And this... Yeah, 2 12s, which are going to miss you, I think, right?
Yep, I have an AC of 15.
Yeah, 15. Yeah, so watch the kind of...
Even in my BJs.
Slashing through the first one, then bring it back to stab you. Try to hit you in the arm. You step back a few times in your undergarments. Wait, are you wearing... You can't be wearing armor. This is nighttime.
I'm a monk. I don't wear armor.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, oh no, I have to make sure he's not wearing armor.
Monks, they, unarmored defense.
Hey, I play barbarians all the time.
That's why I decided to play a monk for this. I wanted to be able to beat the shit out of people in my noble clothes.
I want to be there. An assassin come up to try to stab me, and I punch him in the face.
Exactly.
Right,
I'm a living weapon.
Attacks.
Just chuckle at him. Oh, my turn. And I am going to punch the shit out of him.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, first attack. It's only a 7.
Yeah. That is not going to be good.
I am going to burn my last key point, because why not? To do a flurry of blows.
Alright.
So I'm trying to read through those. It's been a while since I've looked at Damien's sheet. 2 extra unarmed strikes. You may dodge the first one, but there's going to be a right hook.
Oh, yeah. You bring up your fist rather quickly, whoop, and then you
That's
watch
only an 11!
He steps back, you bring a nice hammer fist to your opposite hand to try to hit him.
Alright, the last one's an 18.
Last one's going to hit.
That's a sucker punch.
Yeah, each punch you walk forward, and as he steps back, you bring it your right hand, you swing it right over the head, and you watch it just clocks him right in the jaw. Roll damage.
7 bludgeoning.
7 bludgeoning damage. It clocks him in the face. You watch as he turns towards you. You hear him curse under his breath.
I'm not an ordinary noble.
He is going to attack you with a... Oh, that's a 16.
That does hit.
14 and a 16. Only 1 hits, though.
Which means he takes 1d8 poison damage.
Yep. He brings the dagger in, and after you punch him, he's like, don't give a shit, and he stabs you right in the rib cage.
And as he does, the black blood kind of on my skin just like Venom style digs into him.
Oh, yeah. Spider-Man 3,
he's now...
just disgusting black liquid hits onto him.
Yeah, exactly that. He takes 6 poison damage.
Alright.
And he's poisoned until the start of his next turn.
Okay, so
Which doesn't matter because I already made both of his attacks.
yes, you take 7 points of damage.
I still have my black butt active. Just
he
barely.
is going to disengage as a bonus action and hop out the window.
Oh no! I am chasing after him.
All right. Yeah, he moved 30 feet, so yeah.
I can move 40.
Yeah, so I was like, you can do this.
Now, where the hell are you going?
Yeah.
We're not done here.
You jump out and follow him. You see two guards walking around the corner looking, and they're rather confused as they see
It's Damien in his pajamas.
running after an assassin. Just going right for it. All right. Well, you can catch up to him, so go for it.
Yeah, easily. Make an unarmed strike. Natural 20.
Oh, boy. Roll me that damage.
I'm saying I gotta clear the D&D Beyond's default crit. So that is... I rolled max damage. I rolled 17 points of bludgeoning damage.
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
I jump out the window after him and just do that anime neck chop.
Yeah, you watch he starts running forward and you just chop him right in the neck. You watch he kind of like snaps him forward and falls down to the ground.
Is he still standing or he's down?
Oh, he's down.
Kind of pick him up.
You watch as his body starts to turn to ash.
Well, that I don't like.
Yes, and you watch as it burns from the inside. The ash falls down, disappears.
Is this giving me fiend vibes or...
That's fiendish vibes.
Huh. That means he'll probably be back. Flag down the guards. Guards!
Damien, sir?
You need to do a much better job. Did anything get left behind in the ash or just nothing?
You can see his clothes, his cloak, his dagger.
Kind of gesture down to the pile of ash. You know, if this had been my brother, he'd probably be dead.
Yes, sir. We'll do better.
Anyway, do high alert whatever it is you want to do. Someone broke in, attacked me, and I've killed them. Anyhow, I am going to loot for their belongings. And he'll start shifting through.
Yeah, nothing too out of the ordinary that you find in this pile of stuff. Finding a few things of ribbon.
He's going to take it all back to his room.
Alright.
Light a lantern to kind of examine it.
Okay, that's perfectly fine. Alright. Hold on, I'm about to burp. I gotta cover this for a second. I've been going for it, and I've been holding this for a second. Alright, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just thoroughly go through the objects, see if there's any symbolism, any sigils, anything.
You do find this pale pink crystal.
I need a wizard.
As you touch
Is everything else pretty
the
nondescript?
crystal, as you touch, is kind of damp.
That's repulsive.
Strange. It leaves off a slight moisture. Like, as if you just stick your finger in your mouth for a second. You know, kind of wet, but not like soaking.
Yeah. Almost like it's been misted.
Yes. Your brother does come to see what's going on here.
I would assume he shows up at some point. He just finds Damien sitting at his desk with this, you know, he's like neatly organized the clothes and folded them, and he's just staring at them with the crystal in front of him, kind of scratching his chin.
What's going on? Are you hurt? You have a goddamn wound in your chest.
He does have a stab wound on his chest that he's ignoring. Suppose a bit.
Get the goddamn mannequin here. Servants, bring bandages. You watch
He kind of gestures to the crystal. I'm going to need a wizard.
Well, perhaps you can go meet a wizard tomorrow. we can go deal with that. But Jesus Christ. What is wrong with
You
you?
should see the other guy.
Yeah, where is he?
I'm going to assume somewhere in the Nine Hells. After I dispatched of him, he disintegrated into ash. A classic sign of the fiend. It's probably how he was able to slip the guards so easily.
This is ridiculous.
Just be glad he was after me and not you, brother.
Goddamn wizard, I thought he put charms in this house to prevent such things. We'll be dealing with such things.
There's always ways around.
True. But we'll have to amend these wards around the house, which I'm not looking forward to. Because I don't need people fearing for their lives while they stay here.
Understandable. It's a bad look. If you want to keep this under wraps, I fully understand and don't mind whatsoever.
Oh, with it dead, it's probably... I don't know.
Fiends don't tend to truly die, though it may be some time before he reforms in whatever infernal plane he hails from.
We shall see what happens. But for now, we're going to keep this under wraps. But if anyone saw that outside, as he glares at you, we'll have
I'm
to
sorry,
explain.
he was a fast fucker.
Ho ho ho. Alright then. Well, with that, you can give yourself a few more hours of sleep trying to figure out about this stone, meditating with it. But you're not really sure about it.
Take a long rest.
Oh yeah.
Monk is a very rewarding class. Very fun.
Oh, there's a few classes that you play by yourself and you can work out really well.
Monk is one of them.
Yeah. I know, I love playing a barbarian by myself because that's really fun. And then cleric is also really fun.
So as it currently stands, as of recently, there was only 3 classes I had not really played. Druid, Barbarian, Monk, and Rogue. So Damien's my first Rogue. Dirix in our Strahd campaign is my first Rogue. Damien's my first Monk, and then the Druid I was playing in that one-off, if we pick that back up, is my first real Druid experience.
We will pick that back up, and my child has entered into this room. Amazing. Alright.
Not a bad stopping point.
Not a bad stopping point. Perfectly fine. And yeah, she's hitting the spring, so we're gonna have to do a stopping point. She will not stop hitting that spring. She loves that spring. We'll just have that in the background.
Boing,
All right.
boing.
And we will be ending the session. So yeah, we'll go for that. Damien will be getting 300 experience points.
That is enough, I think.
I think you're 50 short.
I am, aren't I?
Yeah.
No,
I
I'm
mean-
not.
No, you're not.
Nope. I was actually 50. Oh, wait, no, I am 50 short. Dang it!
I'm
close.
I'm keeping track of all the experience points I give out. And I was like,
And I'm probably going to take ASI as opposed to a feat, so I can get my dex up to 18.
That
Once I get
was a
feat, I can buff.
CR1 creature that you just fought, a CR1 humanoid. That was only worth 200 experience points, and you got the 100 XP for non-combat XP.
Ah.
I love non-combat XP. It's the best way.
Well, my good sir, that was an excellent session.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do we'll do a redux of us explaining what happened to the first one while I was really tired.
Maybe.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. I'm going to stop my audio recording now.
Yep. Hey, thanks for watching No One and Me play some D&D. Remember to like and subscribe. Remember to go check out No One's channel and have some fun. All right, have a good day.